Pete Davidson has always been the guy you never quite knew what to expect from. One moment he's the punchline on Saturday Night Live, the next he's splashed across headlines for whirlwind romances and public meltdowns. But now, the same comedian once defined by chaos is stepping into something completely different. Reports say Pete is preparing for what he calls the most meaningful chapter of his life. And it's not another movie role or stand-up gig. It's fatherhood. News broke that Pete Davidson and his girlfriend, model Elsie Hewitt, are expecting their very first child together. The announcement took fans by surprise, but according to insiders, the couple couldn't be more excited. Pete, who just turned 31, is said to be fully embracing fatherhood, preparing the nursery and making sure Elsie feels supported every step of the way. Those close to him say he's not treating this as just another milestone. He sees it as the beginning of a brand new life. For a man who once lived under the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, this unexpected chapter feels like a complete reset. For years, Pete Davidson's name wasn't just tied to comedy, it was tied to chaos. He became just as famous for his personal life as for his work on Saturday Night Live. From his whirlwind engagement to Ariana Grande, to his headline-grabbing relationship with Kim Kardashian, Pete was constantly in the tabloids. Add in his stints in rehab, candid battles with mental health, and paparazzi photos that always seemed to spark new rumours, and it looked like he was spiralling more often than stabilising. That's why this moment feels so shocking. The same man once defined by short-lived romances and messy headlines is now preparing to step into the steady role of a father, something no one saw coming. A big reason for Pete's transformation is Elsie Hewitt. At 29, the model has brought a kind of calm into Pete's life that fans haven't seen before. When she announced her pregnancy on Instagram, she did it with humour, joking, "Welp, now everyone knows we had sex." But behind the jokes, people noticed something different. A softer, more grounded Pete standing proudly by her side. Sources say the pregnancy has only strengthened their relationship, pulling them closer together as they prepare for parenthood. Elsie is said to be glowing and fully embracing this chapter, and Pete's dedication to her has shown fans a side of him they never expected. Loyal, supportive, and committed. Behind the scenes, Pete has been putting in the work to get ready for his biggest role yet, being a dad. Reports claim he's hands-on in every detail, from helping decorate the nursery to picking out baby clothes. Friends close to the couple say Pete has been making sure Elsie feels supported at every step, whether that means late-night food runs or just being present through the ups and downs of pregnancy. What surprises many is how seriously he's taking this, telling those around him that fatherhood is the most meaningful chapter of his life. For a man who once thrived in chaos, Pete seems determined to create stability for his new family. Fans can't stop talking about it, because for years Pete Davidson didn't exactly scream dad material. His past was marked by impulsive decisions, high-profile splits, and a lifestyle that looked more reckless than responsible. Online, people are openly debating whether Pete is really ready for fatherhood, or if this is just another unpredictable twist in his story. Some believe this baby could be the turning point he's been waiting for, while others remain sceptical, pointing to his history of self-destructive patterns. Either way, the announcement has everyone watching closely, wondering if Pete's chaotic past will collide with his new role as a father, or if he's finally found the anchor he needed all along. What's catching people off guard is how different Pete looks in this new chapter. Instead of being the comedian caught in paparazzi scandals or viral controversies, insiders say he's showing a softer, more grounded side. Friends reveal that fatherhood has given him a sense of focus he's never had before, and Elsie has played a huge part in that. She's brought out a calmer version of Pete, one who's less about late-night chaos and more about family planning and quiet moments. It's a stark contrast to the public image fans thought they knew. And for once, Pete seems to be writing his own story instead of being the punchline in someone else's. The big question now is simple. What's next for Pete Davidson? With fatherhood just around the corner, many are wondering if this marks the start of a brand new era. Will Pete channel his experiences into comedy, giving fans a raw and hilarious take on parenthood? Or will he step back from the spotlight to focus on building a quiet family life with Elsie? Some insiders say this baby could be the stability he's been searching for, while others warn that Pete has always been unpredictable. Either way, fans are watching closely, because this chapter could either be the making of Pete Davidson, or just the calm before another storm. Pete Davidson's journey has never been ordinary. From skyrocketing fame on Saturday Night Live, to messy breakups splashed across every tabloid, to public struggles that made fans question if he'd ever find peace. But now the same man who once lived in chaos is standing on the edge of fatherhood, calling it the most meaningful chapter of his life. It's a twist no one expected, and maybe that's why it feels so powerful. The question is, will this baby finally bring Pete the stability he's been chasing? Or will old habits find their way back? What do you think? Is Pete Davidson truly ready for fatherhood, or is Hollywood in for another surprise?